Hi friends, Dr. Joe here. I hope you all are doing great and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to discuss what is a trailing stop loss. So before we get into a trailing stop loss, it's important that you know what's a stop loss. So for sake of discussion, you decided to enter into a stock, say for discussion, TCS. You're getting a good price at say 3,600 and you decided that if the price goes below 3,300, I will exit the trade. So 3,600 becomes your entry price for the trade and 3,300 becomes your stop loss. Now a stop loss is a static stop loss. It does not move up and down. The price goes up in your favor, you exit when you reach your target. And if the price goes against you, you exit at 3,300 where you have already executed a stop loss. Now, as the price goes in your favor from 3,600 to 3,900, 4,200, 4,500, you feel that you have to lock in some profits. So you can manually move the stop loss up from 3,300 to you bring it to break even first 3,600. Then as the price keeps moving in your favor, you can take it to 3,900. As the price keeps moving in your favor, you can take it to 4,200. But there is a system which you can follow, which is called as a trailing stop loss. So what happens in a trailing stop loss? In a trailing stop loss, you have an entry price, you have a stop loss price, and if you want, you can surely put a target price. Now it's up to you. A target price is something that you have to decide at what price you want to exit. If you don't have it in your mind, you don't have to put it. But if you have it in your mind, you should put it. Now, what does the trailing stop loss do? Once the price start moving in your favor, it start locking in the profit. First, the stop loss moves to break even, then it keeps moving upwards in the direction of your trade. If the price start going against you, the stop loss maintains its position. It does not go back down. I know it sounds a little bit confusing. So let's take an example of the same TCS stock and see how the stop loss keeps moving. So over here, you can see basis technical analysis, you decided that you are going to enter the stock at 3,600 and you have put a stop loss over here at 3,350, which is 250 rupees. So you have put the stop loss at 3,350 rupees. So your stop loss is 250 rupees. Now why 250 rupees? Because you are seeing a target of 1,000 rupees. So around 4,600 is where you want to exit. Now normally when you have an exit price, try to keep your target a little bit below so that you're sure to achieve your target. So as the price reaches 3,850, which is 250 rupees above the entry price, your stop loss will move from 3,350 to 3,600. Now, if the price comes back to 3,600, the stop loss remains there and your stop loss get executed. But in this case, the price comes a little bit below and then goes up and it crosses your next level, which is 4,100. So when the price crosses another 250 rupees, your stop loss from 3,600 will come to 3,850 rupees. Now, if the price after crossing 4,100 comes back to 3,850, your stop loss will get executed because the stop loss is not going to go below now because it's a trailing stop loss. It can only go in your favor. It cannot go against. If the price start going against you, the stop loss maintains its position. But in this case, the price continues and it goes to 4,350. In such a case, the stop loss moves from 3,850 to goes to 4,100. Now here you can see the price actually came almost close to 4,100. Your stop loss would have executed. But fortunately, just a few points above 4,100, the price turned back and went to 4,550 where you had kept your target. So in this case, what happened? The price went from where you entered to your target. It made some highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, but it did not trigger your stop loss. But over here, if the price would have come a little bit more down, your stop loss would have been executed Still, you would have got a profit from 3,600 rupees to 4,100 rupees, which is still a good profit of 500 rupees. So, a trailing stop loss is really helpful for traders. It helps in protecting the profit. So, once you are in profit, the trailing stop loss moves upward and you lock your profits in. Second, it limits your losses. Since the stop loss is moving upward or in your favor, it is locking in that much profit and reducing your losses every time it moves in your favor. No manual intervention is needed. While you're trading, there are so many things that come into your mind, and then you get confused. While the trade is on, a lot of traders get confused. So, a trailing stop loss avoids manual intervention. That's another biggest advantage. A trailing stop loss can be set in different ways, in percentages or in terms of price movement. So it's pretty flexible. So it's very, very helpful. When you execute a trailing stop loss, you are emotionally relaxed because now you know you do not have to worry about the trade. Either it will hit your stop loss or you will make profit. That's as simple as that. One of the drawbacks of trailing stop losses, you cannot use trailing stop loss in a very, very volatile market. Where the price movements is very, very volatile, you should avoid using trailing stop loss. Trailing stop loss is best in financial instruments which normally trends. So, of course, there will be ups and downs in every single financial instrument, but it's not very highly volatile. So, this is something that you should remember while using a trailing stop loss. Now, to apply a trading stop loss, there is a very, very simple order which is called as a bracket order. It's very, very simple and it is easy to use because in a bracket order, you can enter the quantity, you can see the current price, you can enter your trigger price, you can enter your stop loss, you can enter your target, and you can enter your trailing stop loss. Everything can be entered. And of course, you need to click on bracket order and buy. And that's it. You've done your job. So once you've done your technical analysis, you've done your fundamental analysis, all you need is a bracket order to execute your trade. So friends, I hope that this video has made it clear that why a trailing stop loss is better than a normal stop loss and how you can use a bracket order to execute a trailing stop loss. Now remember, trading and investing is very, very risky. Do not invest or use money for trading which you cannot afford to lose. Another important thing about trading and investing is risk management and discipline. It's very, very important. Without risk management and discipline, you can never be successful in trading and investing. So be very, very careful. Friends, if you love the way I'm creating these videos, please like and share these videos. And if you're still not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon. This really motivates me to make more videos related to finance, trading, and investing because I know there are many more people watching these videos. This will be helpful for all those people who want to learn trading and investing the right way. And these videos will surely help them to get better every single day. I always keep telling, keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better every single day. It's very, very important. And if you really want to become a successful trader, want to make it big in the stock markets, you really need to practice. You need to have a lot of patience and persistence in the markets. That's all in this video. Thank you. Namaskar.